Shout it. Okay, let me just go ahead and do it. Guys, see it. NSR 6193 Hyundai red. God just told me to walk around and get all their license plate number, the Hispanics at CWN 5715 Texas, some sort of red car. And they trying to make it seem like I had a black lady just say, "Are you getting my license plate number?" I was writing it down from over by here, and she pulled up right there, and I was right there by that charger writing it down, and I said, "And if I did?" Because they raped my baby. JZX3867 Honda Hispanic male. 1BF4697 Texas Maxima. 27408D6 gray Nissan Altima. 29564N 8 cream Chrysler. MHN 2536 Silverado, Texas, white Silverado pickup. 8B78704. 2 Hispanic males, burgundy pickup. Cause they gonna try to help Joseph get away with raping them, and that's why it's so many Hispanics, because Joseph is a big old fat pedophile Hispanic and was letting other people do it too. Because I shot Austin in the leg, but they had been already doing it because Austin had been going to county in prison and he was being charged for me. And they retaliated, but they already was molesters anyway. MXL 2010, so it's MXL 2010. It's a white 4Runner. Don't know who's in the car. This is a Hispanic male pulling up in a Hispanic female. NZH 4779 Texas Hispanic female. Black. No, it's a green SUV, and y'all see how they pulling up and trying to act like they getting gas and shit, right? And y'all all Hispanic, bitch, please. 2787. You better tell Joseph he better cough up my son. And I live, bitch. 27878N5. He been molesting my baby since he was a newborn. Toyota Avalon XL, and then had the nerve to tell me they was gonna rape my baby because I shot Austin in self-defense. So he's trying to get away real quick, and he's not finna get away. He's trying to hide that license plate number too, and I'm not fucking playing with his ass, because God ain't playing with him about raping my child. NHR 7721 Archer, Texas, Kia, white male. Hispanic male. And see, they know I'm getting a license plate number. Bitch, you steady pulling up like y'all gonna do something. Hispanic male, I told y'all in this one. MXL21, oh, I got his already. Hispanic male. Fuck you looking at, child molester, bitch. And this how they setting me up outside after they all done gang raped my child with Cynthia and the damn Ku Klux Klan, and let Austin and let my baby suck Austin's genitals. Oh, that's a black female. Oh yeah, KDS 954, black female, silver Nissan. They all involved. And this one right here is a Hispanic male inside of that one. Y'all remember the license plate number, CWN 5715 Texas. I told y'all that they was letting Mexicans have sex with my child. And I told y'all that they was letting racist whites have sex with my child, and blacks as well. And y'all see what they doing. And I told y'all that the black women was doing it too, because, well, first of all, Joseph molested Melbourne way before the shooting. And I had took him to Texas Children's Hospital. And okay, let me just tell you how that happened. Because Joseph Olvera knows that I am so disappointed in him for doing what he did. Okay, who is this? Hispanic female, she trying to flee. Hell no. NRV, okay, no, she gonna park. 0222, Texas Central, white female. Ooh, I got a devil. I got 2 devils over here. And Cynthia is a devil. She's a white devil. But he's a Mexican gang member. That's a Mexican female. I got 2 devils that just pulled up. This is gang stalking coming from child molesters. And this is the only place where I had to charge my phone being set up while they saying that they got a restraining order on me. But they've been molesting and raping him. Okay, I shot Austin, but Joseph had already been molesting this baby while Austin was in the county while Austin was in prison. And then Austin got out and raped him. And they raped him with a whole bunch of people. They raped my little boy. They stole him and raped him. That Austin attacked me in my home, ran me and Melbourne out. I shot him and he raped him. And he was abusing us, and they knew. BAD 6208, or no, BAO 6208, and this is the one that the two white men got out of, and they pedophiles. They all done raped my baby, and everybody in Texas is trying to cover it up. BAO 6208 Texas is a Ford pickup. Two white males just got out of here. I'm not fucking playing with these people. Oh, hold on. See, they swarming in. Hell the fuck now. Nah, they not just coming up here. They not. And he got on the doctor's uniform. He knows that I'm pregnant. Okay? And what they did to my body in the jail. LWJ 6166 Chevrolet Silverado, Hispanic male, driver's side. Wasn't able to get that one, but he better flee. Devils. They done took my baby. And they won't give him back. And they following me, trying to hear every word that I am saying. And they got these Hispanic women covering for Joseph, and the devils are covering for Cynthia and Austin, and these black women is trying to cover their ass because they was right there doing it with them, talking about this was white people country, and they know what time it is with Andrea Jones. I already shot Austin, and they know that I know what they did, and they over here trying to bully me, and I ain't got no gun, and they know that I'm pregnant with this baby. So that's why I told y'all that I needed a gun to protect myself, but y'all want to keep on playing and letting them talk about they got a damn restraining order, and they done raped the child since he was a newborn, and they gangs, and it's I'm bringing hell on everybody that sat there and said that you wasn't gonna do nothing. Okay, hold on, let me get these two Hispanic females, because she tried to hide her license plate. She was the one who pulled in and tried to hide. And let me get this one right here. Volkswagen black hatchback SUV UWN 9709. And I got the license plate of the man who's allowing them to do this, that works here at his store. And and she got another one pulling in behind her, and they're trying to act like this is just such a busy area that all these Hispanics is coming here. And it is a Hispanic neighborhood over here where they were doing some gang stalking to me for Joseph and them. And they staged for this black woman named Adrian to bring me here. She's got a paper tag, and she's in a tan. She's in a tan Nissan. Is 28020R2 28020. Hold on, 28020R2. November 14, 2021. Hispanic female, tinted windows. They don't have no rims or anything on it. It looks like regular hubs, caps. And then this one right here tried to creep up behind her, and they think they're gonna be gang stalking me like this, but they're doing intimidating shit when the goddamn camera's not on. As LYJ 8096 Texas. It's a Nissan Central, and then I don't know if I got this mail over here already, but this is what they continue to do, and they pulling in all of these cars, and they trying to act like they just getting gas, and this gas station ain't busy. Like, you could see them fleeing and stuff when I first started getting a license plate number. But one black lady got bold, and she decided that she was gonna gang stalk me with these people, knowing that they did rape my child in this state. And she gonna pull up. Here go another one that just pulled up too. She gonna pull up right here, or right here. This is where she pulled up, and she had her license plate facing this way, and I was right there, and I'm writing it down because they raped my child. And then they over here stalking the fuck out of me all over, having them put me out of shelter so they could set me up to be killed, and lying about my pregnancy. That got me smoking marijuana pregnant, and then got me smoking cigarettes because they raped Mel. Okay, so, and then they trying to intimidate me. Like, who the fuck you finna intimidate about my child? How you gonna be raping kids, but then you scared for us to come over there to get them? Okay, so this is Hispanic male driving this vehicle here, Texas, NSJ 8891, silver, and it's Hispanic male, and they're gonna try to get me to leave the property. I got a Hispanic male right here in this Trailblazer, or it's a Chevrolet Blazer 26968J5, November 3rd, 2021 paper tag. And I think he's a Hispanic male on the passenger side, and it's also a Hispanic male on the driver's side. Okay, she is pulling in very quickly and pulling out. This is a Hispanic female, and she is DB3194 Nissan Altima, Hispanic female, driver, no passenger, burgundy, orange, red Altima or Nissan. She was trying to guard him. She didn't even park and get any gas. And his license plate number is LWJ6166, Texas, Silverado, Hispanic male, driver side. And then there are some Hispanic apartments down here, so they'll try to be like, oh, this is a Hispanic area, to cover up just how many Hispanics came to rape my baby with Joseph when I shot Austin in self-defense. So they called my baby's room called Austin's room the boom boom room, and so he's pulling off, but I think I already got his. And then they're gonna try to make me have to leave the property because they're gonna try to pretend like they're not doing anything, and God just told me to walk around. His license plate number I can see from here. I think it's PXI or PWI 5692. It's a Ford, and instead of y'all just really running all their license plate number, how about you just come and pick me up and let me go have a conversation with Joseph Olvera and my son and Cynthia alive, and we can have whoever you like present, but technically I would like for you not to bring the Montgomery County Police, being that they molested my son when I shot Austin with these white devils in Texas and Cynthia. But hey, if you got an officer that's claiming that he wasn't involved, and don't let him say that it wasn't true. Don't let him say that they didn't say that they were going to do it. Now, if he says that he was not involved and that he didn't know anything about anybody bringing Andrea's baby up there, but he's not saying that it wasn't true, then maybe that officer could be present. But technically, I don't need an officer present for me to talk to them. I'm coming to get my baby because they did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming to get him. I'm coming to get him, and the police really don't even need to be there. Joseph needs to be there, and he needs to give me my son alive. All right, so this is a Hispanic female. You see how quickly she just fucking popped up. LYJ8096 Texas, talking about you gonna cut my tongue out for telling that Joseph and Cynthia let all these racist people come molest and rape my child. And they sent me pictures of him still alive, but that's sad that you was making him give Austin oral sex because I shot Austin in self-defense. And then Joseph was already molesting him while Austin was in prison. So basically, I met these people November 2015 because I had met Austin October 2015. So I'm not gonna keep getting their license plate numbers. I know what the fuck they doing, and they all acting like they coming up here just that quick. All y'all ain't coming just that quick. Come on now, start acting normal. And then they got people trying to make the traffic look like that's that many people. No, they're Klansmen. All of these motherfuckers. And that why I'm standing out here like this. And see, they got my family thinking they're gonna cover this shit up, that they knew that they was raping my baby while I was in that jail. So anyway, let me just go ahead and tell y'all this. Joseph had started molesting my son at Cynthia's home because I met Austin October 2015. He was abusive towards me. I didn't have any kids, and he didn't have any kids I knew of. And then Cynthia, he introduced me to Cynthia and Joseph Olvera at 29814 Amarillo Street in Magnolia, Texas, like the end of October or sometime in October or November, or like the beginning of November 2015. And Cynthia pretty much was helping us out, like to get a room or whatever financially. And he introduced me to Joseph, and Joseph helped out, helped Austin a little bit, throw him some cash. They were going to let us spend the night, and when I came into their home, it was filthy. Austin's room was piled up with trash, like all the way up to here, and he was on meth, and he was shooting needles, and it was disgusting. And Cynthia was obese, and Joseph was obese, and it was disgusting. The entire home was nasty. Dog poo-poo all over the floor. And let's just get to the part about them molesting my baby. So Austin and I had got an apartment together December 2015, so we had only been together 2 months. I had only known Joseph and Joseph Olvera and Cynthia Olvera for a month, and I never had been pregnant before in my life, so didn't know that I was actually going to end up pregnant by Austin so soon. And so we got an apartment together because we were both kind of like just basically we didn't have our own home when we met. So we were kind of like getting our feet. And we just were like, okay, we're going to do it together. And Cynthia helped us get an apartment at 230 Avenue G in Conroe, Texas in December 2015. And we moved in December 18th around that time. And we were in the apartment for only like 2 days. And Austin was basically going next door and flirting with these white women all night long. And we had the first night that we moved in, the white women invited him next door, and I didn't want to go because I wanted to pack up and I knew what they were trying to do. And then their dad invited me, and he was trying to flirt with me and then have his daughters flirting with Austin. I'm like, no, you're trying to flirt with me, but I decline because I don't want you. I'm here with a younger white male that I'm already with, and I knew he was kind of jealous, just kind of, and then I was like, no, I'm good. I need to unpack, and I didn't think it was appropriate for Austin to go next door and not help me unpack and enjoy the first night in our new apartment because we had walked all over the city trying to get this new home, and I had just gotten a job at Niche Chinese Buffet over there in Conroe, Texas, and Austin hadn't got his job offer yet, but he got his job offer, I believe, like the next day, or something like that, but I had already went to my job, and so we were moving into this new place, and we had stayed in hotels together, and he had abused me in Conroe, Texas from November 2015 to December 2015. He abused me at the Motel 6, and the police were called by a civilian. I don't know who it was, and then he just kind of forced me not to talk to the police and stay hidden in the room with his hand over my mouth telling me not to scream until the police left, because I had tried to run and leave Austin because he had abused me in Magnolia, Texas, and the police were called at Cynthia Olvera's and Joseph Olvera's mother's home. Joseph Olvera's mom at Magnolia, Texas, and his aunt called the police. And so he had been running from someone who he had just stolen their car, and he made me go with him, pushing me to leave. And I was like pretty cool in Magnolia, and he started pushing me and forced me to go with him and be homeless on the street from somewhere where I was living. And then I don't want to get into that part. Let me just tell you that he was abusing me in these motels at the Motel 6 in Conroe, Texas. The Economy Inn, white woman called the police there. He was abusing me on Fraser Street. He was abusing me in front of Family Dollar, and this was why we was walking around, because we didn't have a car yet. So we were walking around, and we were looking for an apartment in Conroe, Texas. And a white woman had given us a ride out there and gotten us a room at the Motel 6, and we just started from there, and Cynthia was helping pay for rooms and stuff, and I had gotten a job, and we got approved for this apartment at 230 Avenue G in Conroe, Texas, and we moved into this apartment December 18th, and he went into the white girl's room, and I tried to suck his dick to get him to stay with me, and then he still wanted to go over there and talk about he wanted to play beer pong with this homosexual looking white male that was on heroin. So I was like, okay, just let him go, and I stayed crying in there by myself while he was disrespecting me. And so the next day, he was shitting on the toilet, and it was just pouring out. And then he was sick from methamphetamine, and I didn't know that he was that addicted, because he told me that he had been using, but that he was clean. And he was thinking so bad, it smelled like a dead body was coming out of him, and he had been over there with the white women drinking, and he was so sick that, being that I was crying while you were over there partying with them, and then you're in here all nasty and sick, I'm not